3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Pierce. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Slithers into space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Pulls and fires complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
It's complete, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll take it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's McCutcheon. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Floating away. Quarterback's got the first. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. It'll be a draw. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Longhorns, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try.
3:25.
We'll send the tight end in motion. The give. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barres. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down, and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
He'll pull it down, turning it on. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barres. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Using his feet. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this is the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the right. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man all by himself. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Caught behind the line. It's Larson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I
that. Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Pierce. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play of the drive, it's the end around. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Now the play fake. He lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one, man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to try to get it himself.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Punt is on its way. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
There he goes. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Pressure coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Winston. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Longhorns defense want to move quickly.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who'd be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Richardson. And he'll be brought down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looks as if he's going to run it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pierce. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. How about this? These guys are going for two. He'll keep it himself. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Got it in the middle. It's Bateman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Terry. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Looking for more room. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Finds a man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The deep
touchdown, Fighting Irish, and the beatdown has ensued.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability